What's happening? Welcome to Beard Ministry. I'm your beard minister, Reverend Vaughn. Today I'm going to share with you 6 tips to growing a beard in the new year. Not just any beard, a luxurious beard. As we turn our calendars over to 2018, some of you may be thinking about embarking on a new beard journey. Now, maybe you haven't grown a beard before, want to know what it's like and how you would look with a new beard, or perhaps you want to go on a 365 journey and go to a full year of growing out your beard without any cuts or trims. I'm going to share with you 6 tips for growing that beard in the new year. Tip number 1, don't cut your beard. Yeah. That might seem obvious, but put away the trimmers, the clippers, the scissors, everything. Put them in a lockbox, throw them out, have them under lock and key, have a guard there. Do not cut your beard. You need to wait 6 weeks to a couple months before you do anything at all with your beard, because you have to know what kind of beard that you have, what you're working with, how it grows in your face, the directions and things of that nature, so that you can get an idea and a feel for what's in store as you grow out your facial hair. I once read an article about a sculptor who made works of art out of ice and clay, and he was asked, how do you get these sculptures out of just this block of ice? Where does it come from? And he says, the sculptures just want to come out, and all I need to do is just chip away at the excess so the sculptures can come out to be what it is that they want to be. The same thing is true of our beards. We just need to chip away at the extra areas of the neck and the cheek line and let it grow naturally so that we can see exactly what our beards want to be, and they'll naturally come out. Now, I typically now like a more natural line, and so I'm just cleaning up the cheeks and the neckline. When I was younger, I used to cut this way down, and that was a lot more maintenance, and it looked sharp right after it was done, but once you start having some beard growth, it started looking unmanageable again. So the ideal for me is to keep it as natural as possible and just keep it crisp at the neck and the cheek line. And some people, not only do they cut it down too low on the cheek lines, but they cut it too high on the jaw. So you don't get a fuller beard look because it's too high on the jaw. And what creates that fullness is the hair in the back. And so if you're cutting too much off, you're never going to get that full look, and it's going to look patchy. Tip number 2 is use a beard oil and or beard balm. Now, those first couple weeks are going to be pretty tough. It's going to be itchy, maybe you're not used to it, and the way to break through the itchiness and irritation is to use a beard oil. Any good quality beard oil, or you can use a tea tree or black Jamaican castor oil, shea butter based oil, things of that nature. I'll do a video later about different beard oils that are out there, what you should be looking out for. But you want to hydrate and moisturize the skin underneath your beard, and that will reduce the amount of irritation that you're dealing with. As your beard grows longer and thicker, then you want to also start using a beard balm. The beard balm will help you to shape and style your beard in the way that you like it to look, so you don't have flyaway hairs going in various directions. The beard balm is going to help you to tame and maintain your beard. Tip number 3, you want to use a beard brush and or a beard comb. So just like beard oil, beard balm, you want to start off with a beard brush when your beard is close and just starting to grow out. The beard brush is going to help you a lot with that irritation. As you put beard oil in and then follow it up with the beard brush, just by brushing your hair is going to help to soothe a lot of that irritation. If you have a board bristle brush, that's going to absorb the moisture in your beard and redistribute that oil through your face and through your beard as you brush it. So it's going to continuously re-nourish your beard and your face just by using it. Another added benefit of the beard brush is you want to brush in the way that the hair grows in that direction. Sometimes on our faces, most hairs go in one direction and then some go in another direction. What you can do with the beard brush is start to train those hairs all to go in the same direction, and it will help you out in the long run as well. Then as your beard gets longer, you also want a beard comb. So it gets longer, it gets thicker. A brush may not get the job done completely, so you want to be able to take a comb through so you can eliminate any dirt particles or food and things of that nature. Now the jury's out about what's the best comb. You'll have to decide for yourself what's best for you. For example, plastic combs are not the most well-made combs, especially the cheap plastic ones that you get, really short ones with thin teeth in them. The way they're made is they're pressed together and they have a seam in the middle of the comb teeth, and it causes split ends and tangles and things of that nature. So you primarily want to stay away from the plastic combs, especially the cheaper plastic combs. Then you have the Afro pick or the steel or metal picks that go through. Again, those can potentially irritate your skin or cause split ends in your hair as well. So not the best quality comb, although I really enjoy mine because of the length of the teeth in it. It goes all the way in my beard and helps me to get the shape that I'm looking for. Now, the best quality comb, as I understand, is a wooden comb, something made out of cedar or any other type of wood. Those are generally made by hand and or softened by hand, so you don't have the seams that are put together and they're all in one piece. And so those don't typically create the split ends because they don't have the jagged edges. And another benefit, just like the boar bristle brush, is that the wood combs absorb moisture. So as you comb through your beard, it picks up moisture and redistributes it through your hair and helps to keep your beard hydrated. And so typically a wood comb would be ideal for your beard growth. Tip number 4, you want to wash and condition your beard. Now, I recommend only washing and or conditioning once or twice a week. You don't want to overwash your beard. What happens when you wash your beard, not only do you get all the dirt particles and food and whatever else that might be stuck in your beard, you get that stuff out, but it also strips your beard of the natural oil and moisture that is in your beard that you've built up over the days of moisturizing your beard. So if you're washing your beard every day, you're essentially stripping down the moisture that's there, and it's going to make your skin underneath very dry and very irritated, and it's not conducive to beard growth or health. So you want to wash no more than 2 times, maybe once a week, depending on the type of job that you have. If you're outside in the elements a lot, in the midst of washing your beard, you can just rinse out your beard with just regular water just to make sure you get those particles out and make sure you continue to hydrate with beard oil and such. And then stick to your once a week routine where you're washing your beard thoroughly with a beard wash and conditioning it. Or you can do what's called a co-wash in between those. So maybe once a week you use a beard wash to wash your beard, and in the middle of the week you use a conditioner only. So no beard wash, just conditioner, and that's called co-wash. Another tip is you want to be careful about what you're using to wash your beard. The skin on our face obviously is very different than the skin on the scalp. So depending on the shampoo that you use, it can have some harsh chemicals that might be okay for your scalp because your scalp is made to endure those things, but we tend to have different skin on our face that is more easily irritated than what is on our scalp. So you want to be sure that you either use a specially formulated beard wash or face wash that will help support your beard and keep it hydrated, or use something for both your head and your face that will not irritate the skin in either way. Step 5 is you want to set a goal. Take a look out on YouTube, Instagram, do some Google searches of men that you like the way they look or admire, men with beards, and set a goal for yourself. You know, to start with, you want to set 6 weeks to 2 months or maybe 3 months. Set a goal to start with to say, I want to go 3 months and see where I am. At the end of 3 months, you reevaluate. Is this working out for me? Do I like it? Am I over the itchy irritation stage? Do I want to continue? Or maybe do I want to just stop here and keep it at this 3-month length? Then you can set another goal for yourself. I like this. I like the way it's going. I want to set another goal for 3 more months. So at 6 months, I can see where I am as a beardsman and decide if I want to continue. When you start to grow a beard and maybe people are not used to seeing you in that way, they might tend to throw some jabs at you, make fun of you. Just let them know about the goal that you have for 3 to 6 months or whatever have you. And hopefully they encourage you and support you in your journey to just find out about yourself, know if it's something that you can commit to and something that you might really even enjoy. So make a goal, stick to it, and you can always reevaluate at the end of that goal. Step 6, don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. It's especially hard within that first month or so when you're going through the itchy irritation stage. Maybe it's patchy and it's not looking great. Maybe you're expecting something to happen overnight, and it just doesn't happen overnight. The beard that I have, I've been growing for a few years like this, but I've had a beard since I was in high school. So I've gotten over a lot of the patchy stages that where I started is because I just let it grow and I just roll with the punches as time goes on. So you can't judge yourself by my beard. You have to be very careful of beard envy. What's funny is I might see somebody and say, man, I really like their beard and what they've done with it and how it's shaped. I wish my beard was like that. Funnily enough, people will look at me and say the same thing and I'll be surprised. But the reality is that we are all made in unique ways. We're made to exemplify certain things in our lives, and only you can be you. So you be the man that God created you to be, and be confident in that man that you are, and rock with whatever you have. It's the uniqueness in each and every one of us that makes us special and makes us individuals. So embrace that. So thanks for checking out the video. This has been 6 tips for you to grow a beard in the new year, but not just any beard, a luxurious beard. So I appreciate your help and support with this channel, Beard Ministry. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Also subscribe, share this video with people who you think might be interested. All those things will help the channel to grow. Also, you can connect with me on Instagram. I'm Beard Ministry on Instagram, Beard Ministry on Twitter, and The Beard Ministry on Facebook. If you want to get a taste for what this channel is going to be, definitely follow me on Instagram, and you'll see my posts about beard grooming, men's style, colognes, and things of that nature. Those are all the things that I'm hoping to talk about here on this channel. Let's continue the conversation down in the comments. If there's anything that you'd like to see me cover, any reviews or any tips and how-tos that you would like to talk about, let me know in the comments and we'll make sure to get that on the list. So until next time, be strong, be courageous,